4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, Shalom family. Welcome back to Maccabeestv. And I'm sitting here with the Elder Gabar of the GOCC. Yo, Elder Gabar, where you been? We haven't seen you in a while, man. You've been really quiet. So the people have been asking for you. What have you been up to since we last saw you?
Well, we've been doing a lot. You know, we've been trying to, build the church. We are changing our approach in regards of doing our ministry. We've been working on a program inspired by the scriptures, going out on the field 2 by 2 and having a more intellect or more face-to-face kind of promotion kind of situation. That program has been doing, it's been pretty successful thus far. So we've been basically training the young deacons and bishops how to educate the congregation in regards of having a more house-to-house or going face-to-face kind of promotion. So you don't see that type of thing online, so you probably think, okay, what happened to GOCC and things of that nature, but we're still teaching, we're still doing the work. Because of the Hebrew Alliance that we were doing, it took a lot of time, and we put a lot of stuff within the GOCC in the back burner. And then, as you know, I mean, we did the Kevin on Trial, we did the Extras Memorial, the Woman Intuition. That took a lot of time and things of that nature. So a lot of stuff that we have when we go to GOCC, we put in the back burner, so we had to kind of like make sure we take care of home first. My elder came to New York the whole weekend. He came almost 30 days in the Americas, so we had to make sure that he was taken care of and things of that nature. So, but we just basically just trying to build our infrastructure. So, but we're still out here. We haven't left the community. We're still out here. We're just doing the work and things of that nature. We have different programs we're going to be doing. I know Deacon Man What's Up and Brother I think Balak, they're going to be doing an Ephraimite presentation. I think we're working on that with Nicholas Bookstore. I've been building with Mighty Hebrew. He's supposed to come through and do something. So there's certain things coming down the pipe.
And also saw you building with the Irritated Genie as well. I saw you with the Straight Pride movement. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, I just want to get big up to King Simon and the King Simon production. They invited me to say some few words. As you know, the Brother Irritated Genie and King Simon did an organization called the Straight Black Movement, and they were doing an event in the National Black Theater. So somehow the gay community caught wind of it, and they were offended on some of the statements that were made in regards of the straight black movement, and they called and protest the National Black Theater and asked them to shut down the event. They did, and I was invited to their protest to say some few words. And we all know that's something that's serious. We should not, in regards of allowing gays to do what they want to do, we have no choice. They're doing what they want to do. They got their parade, they got their lifestyle, they got now right to get married. We should have that same right to not only do the same thing they're doing, but be proud of being straight and not being gay. So it's an attack of freedom of speech and freedom of expression. So I felt that I should, invest my time to say some few words.
Beautiful. Okay, yeah, I think that's important because, like you said, gay people have a lot of power in America right now. If they can shut down an event where people are speaking truth, then they have more power than they should have. So I think that movement is a very powerful movement. Yeah. Is there anything coming up with GOCC as far as that we should be concerned? I know the high holidays are coming up. So if people want to celebrate the high holidays with you, is there anything they should know? Like, will you guys be live streaming maybe some of the high holidays you guys are having, or what's going on with the holiday season?
We'll record it. If you want to come by and say hello, just go to, you can just email me, goccnyc@gmail.com or yahoo.com. goccnyc@yahoo or Gmail. We got, as you know, our calendar is a bit different. We follow the Enoch calendar, we follow the solar calendar, so sometimes it lands a little different from the lunar. I think the lunar and the solar lands the same this year, correct?
It's just about, yeah.
So, with the first, of course, the memorial blowing the trumpet, we're going to be doing something at the Amy Roof there, and then after that, 5 days later, as you know, the Day of Atonement. I think everybody's doing that individually in their homes. And then, of course, we have the camping which is the tabernacle, through the tabernacle. That we're doing that in Philly. We're going to be going out there and camping for 4 days. We're leaving Friday, coming back Monday. I think some of the people are going to try. I think they're going to stay longer, but those that have to go back to work are going to be leaving earlier. So that's what we're doing. That we're also planning to have a park, GOCC in the park, September 20th. We're trying to just get the approval. If we get approved, we're going to be doing in Maccabeestv Park. We're going to be doing. We're going to invite all the Hebrews to come by and say hello.
Beautiful, beautiful. I know I'll definitely be there. And in closing, well, first of all, I want to say this right. The one thing that I could take away from this interview is that you brothers from the GOCC, you're very focused right now. You guys are focused. You guys have your eyes on the prize. You have goals set for yourself and you're striving to achieve them goals. And I think that that's important in this current environment, because right now everything that's happening within the Hebrew community outside of what we're doing today is set up to distract us. We have a whole bunch of situations going on with Polite and some Hebrews and a whole lot of nonsense that can really distract us. Even as far as the debates, although they're good, if we have too many debates where we're going tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat, then we're always debating, we're never building. Yeah. So I see that you brothers are in a building mode, which I think is a very, very awesome thing. Yeah. And I encourage you brothers to continue to do that, because always when we came into this truth, that was our first goal. Our first goal was to build or rebuild the tabernacle of David, which is fallen. You want to say any words on that before we go?
Yeah, when we did the debate from the GOCC perspective, it was, okay, we put out, we were always open about this. We just put our hat in the ring just to promote the church and just to show the world there's other type of Israelites out there, outside of what you might see, and things of that nature. We got different doctrines, and we all doing things of that nature. So it was more, I would say, selfish just to promote the church and things of that nature. But out of that came something else that was unexpected. I began to meet the other brothers like yourself, Ashar, Nasi, Zion Lex, Divine Prospect, and things of that nature. And even brothers like Tazariak from ISUPK. And we have grown a friendship because of the Kemetic attack. We all united to deal with that situation. I think we dealt with that well. I think we showed the world whether people want to receive it or not, that we didn't steal anything from Kemet. Our culture, was given by the Most High, was not given by the pharaohs of Egypt. I think we proved that intendedly. I think you bring a lot of stuff in regard to King James. So there's a lot of stuff there that we laid to rest for those people that are really sincere looking at the information. Now, with what's going on with Polite and Tazariak, with the whole situation, what happened with that situation is exactly why I kind of walk away from the situation in regards of with brother not Polite, Sanetta. I love Sanetta, and I'm not banging what he's doing. I think he's a promoter. I think he's a brilliant promoter. I think what he's doing is brilliant. But if I would have stayed within that type of environment and things of that nature, it would have ended up with what's going on between now Polite and Tazariak. And now they're attacking each other personally, and the subject matter is leaving the door. It's not even an issue anymore. It's about wives and kids and things of that nature. And I think it's gotten too far. And I think if I would have stayed in that discussion, I would have gone there with Shaka. You understand what I'm saying? And I felt that and clearly the whole situation with Sanetta and what he said to me and when coming up, which is true, and he admitted and things of that nature. I got that information, but regardless, I saw myself getting caught up with the whole gossip situation. However, I think that is going back to the homosexual question and things of that nature. I believe that within the Hebrew community, and we already have that. If there's a brother that has a feminine spirit, we question him. That's part of the Hebrew culture. Because there is a lot of what you say, a lot of secret homosexuals in our community. Homo thugs, people in the closet. We hear that all the time when you have elected officials, somebody in prominent position, even coming down and say, yeah, I've been a gay man all my life, but they got kids and all that. Yeah. And sometimes you have women sometimes get caught up with these diseases because these men are creeping in these gay clubs and things of that nature. So I believe within the black community, there should be some discussion, somebody displaying that type of behavior. But going back, I saw myself getting caught up with that and things of that nature. So I said, you know what? We already built an alliance with the Hebrews. Let me focus on that rather than the whole back and forth with Sanhedrin and Kemet and all that, and Polite and the Shakas and of the world. Let's build and things of that nature. So we're still building. The only thing is that, and you and I have been talking behind closed doors, is that we, as Hebrews, we have to start separating doctrine from nation building. And what is, and what I'm saying. We all have we all have disagreement in regards of doctrine, but we have to separate that in regards of nation building, in regards of economics. One of the things that I want to start building in the next type of event that we do, that should be the major thing, is that why are the Gentiles, maybe that should be the conversation or the logo and the flyer, why are the Gentiles are getting rich out of the Hebrew culture? Every year when we buy Passover, when we do Passover, we buy 30, 40 bottles of gallons of wine. Who's getting richer for that? Not us. Every year, okay, the fringes and things that we got to go to the Hindus. We got to go to, so it is time, I think at this time in history, the Hebrew community, we have the talent, we have the manpower to actually create instant, businesses that we could take our money with and keep it with our community. Let me give you a prime example. During the time of Black Wall Street, it was estimated that the dollar within Black Wall Street stood within the community of Black Wall Street almost 5 years before it left the community. It was estimated about 5 years before it left the community. Now it's estimated that a dollar within our community, it leaves our hand and goes to another nation 10 to 15 minutes after it's in our hands. So 10 to 15 minutes for almost 5 years, that's a major difference. So we have to start talking about economic empowerment within the Hebrew community. And I think I want to come in all the different camps that are building together, and we're engaging in dialogue and things of that nature. I think the whole concept that it is not about our camp, we don't want to deal with you and things of that nature. We have to kind of squash that in situation. We have to have the ability, the maturity to have a dialogue within the scripture, bring forth our basis, why we believe and what we believe in. I will bring my basis, what I believe, and we can all respectfully disagree and move on and shake it out. We have to invest, we have to create that level of maturity, because guess what? Jewish people, they debate about the Talmud all the time. All the time they argue about the Talmud, this and that and things of that nature. But guess what? After they could be having a heated discussion, but if they still have a business engagement, they will still follow those things of that nature. I had a Jewish person tell me that he'd rather deal with a crooked Jewish person than a goat, someone outside the nation. That he will deal with that crooked Jewish person, find himself another Jewish person to do business before he goes out of his community. That's the love they have for their race. I have seen a Korean lady go from Brooklyn, get in the train, shop in Koreatown, and go back to Brooklyn, take that tribe. So this is the life that these nations have and things like that. So as a nation, we have to start talking about economic empowerment. How can we do that and things like that? Of course, as camps leaders and different church leaders, we always going to go first within our own personal church and things of that nature. But if one within our community, our church doesn't have those talents and those skills, I should be able to know who among the nation of Israel have those skills. If I could go, hey brother, you got somebody in your church that does this, that, and the other. You have a lawyer, you have a doctor, you have an herbalist. So that's the type of unity we have to start thinking about and things of that nature. And the doctrine, the Most High is going to resolve that later. So with that, I want someone to say shalom. I'm out here with the brothers with the park. I just want to thank Brother Danya Allah and all the brothers out here putting this little thing together. You guys didn't really promote this. It was like you invited us, and we invited other people. We just get together. So it was very organic. It was very family-like. So I'm happy to be here to say shalom and Kwame Yasha'Allah.
And we're glad to have you back on Maccabeestv. We look forward to talking to you again, Elder Gabar. All right, shalom, brother.
Shalom.